and we're doing some trading today. We got a little run for Bitcoin right now, which is pushing it over 4,000 again. And I have a little right in here right now. I'm going to try to sell at the end of this peak. So we will say, does it get up to 4,004? Oh no, we want to do a sell. So did we get? Oh, it's coming back down. We just missed it. Damn it. Gotta be quicker than that. So let's see. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. So let me see. It's hovering around 4,000. Let me see. Peaked at about 40.10. So let's cancel that right now. Let's cancel that sell at 4,004, because I think, oh, it's at 4,002 right now. Let's go to the 15-minute. So let's see. It was at 40.36. 3:15 in the morning. So that was probably going to be its peak for the day. Yeah, let's cancel this. This is just because I have this small amount in here right now, this small amount of Bitcoin, and I just wanted some money to buy. I actually wanted to buy some Ether today, because if we go to the Ether's at, let's go to the 1-day chart of Ether, because I think you see you have some slight progression up. Looks like it's gonna looks like it's gonna go up again. In my opinion, it might come down maybe 148 or 147. And that's when we'll get a buy in there. So it's at 149 today. So we could try to get, let me see. Let's go to the 6 hour. It's down over the last 6 hours. And let me see. So let's go to the, let's get a 15-minute here, more detailed view of what's going on recently. So we had some sell-offs at 4:30 in the morning and 6:30, and then a little buy period here. So what time is it? It's about 10 o'clock. So let's see, a little back down 149. So yeah, like I said, I think it should come back down to about 149 at least before the day is up, at least. Let's go 1 hour. You see these candles with I think the big line is, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but so I believe the lines mean like if it went down fast, like, because usually, like, if you see this line if you're watching it live. But I don't know then again too, because a block like this might be a big increase. So I would appreciate if anybody's watching this. I have no idea. I don't even know what I title the show. Oh, live crypto trading. So let's just see. Let's go back to check out Litecoin for a sec, because I own some Litecoin and I sold it. I sold it back when it was at 34. So I want to get back in on the Litecoin. I was just waiting for it to come back down a little bit. So just see here, because I can make a small deposit today. Probably. Let me see. Yeah, so like I said, look, you could see it coming down right now. Let's go to 1 minute here. 38, down 1%. But I think Litecoin, because you see over, if you go to the 1 day on Litecoin, you see how it's gone up a lot faster than Ether. So you're gonna have, I think, a bigger downswing now, and that's why I'm gonna wait, because I think it's actually gonna come back down here over the next few days and get back down to about 35. You see these curves, the way they go? This one, it could shoot up again, but I just don't see that happening, because it went up a lot faster. It actually regained its value from, so today actually its value over here was at November 20th. And if we go to, let's just go to Bitcoin for example, compare it. So look at where Bitcoin was at November 20th, and then, you know, so if you take that over here, it's hot, you know, it would have been here if Bitcoin got all the way back. So, and then Ether, same thing probably. Ether, so let's see. So Ether has gone back right about there to where it was. So that's why I said it, I don't think it'll come, I don't think Ether will come down that much more now. I think it'll come down to possibly 148, and then it'll go up a little bit. It'll probably hit back up to where it was the other day, 159 or whatever. So that's why we want to buy Ether when it should dip today at some point. Let's go to 15 minute here. So a couple hours ago it hit 149.32. Right now it's at 149.87. So it's only, so even though, see, it might look big here that it's gained a lot, but it hasn't. It's only gained 50 cents back. I guess if you're going percentage wise, that might be big. I don't know what it is percentage wise. But see, what I think is good, and this is why I haven't transferred over my Coinbase. It'll probably make me sign in again. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Because I have Bitcoin in here, but I think I'm going to leave it in Coinbase so that I don't trade with it. I'm going to try to just trade separate funds this way. So now we got to relog in. Hold on. 973 1235. And what's the other one? 973. Oh no, I just put that one. 1005763. Alright, so let's just see here. My portfolio is right now 100% in Bitcoin on Coinbase, and I can transfer these over. I think it should allow me to transfer it over now. But what is it worth? $100. So I was thinking about, until I get actually good at trading and actually know what I'm doing, just like leaving, because I think the Bitcoin doesn't, you can see it doesn't fluctuate as much. On the daily. Let's just look at the let's look at the day-to-day charts here, because it made its huge downfall last year, right? And then it hit in December. It went all the way down to 3,100. You got in at 3,100. That's pretty good if you bought. But this is what got me in. That huge dip is actually what got me interested in buying into the crypto market at this point, because I mean, what, crypto's been around for 10 years, and I mean, to the average person, it's been a little skeptical on the Bitcoin market, especially, and then you see this huge run where it hits 20,000 and it gets like out of control, and then spirals back down. And then so I saw that happen, and I was watching at that time, right? So I was watching, and I was like, well, people are saying Bitcoin's going to zero right now. So, like, what, I'm not investing my money in anything. What, I doubt it's going to go to zero, right? So that's when I was like, I might as well try and get my money into Bitcoin. I don't think it's going anywhere. And you can see it's not too volatile on, so considering since then. So it made, it made a run throughout December to push towards 4,000, and it's pretty much hovered in between 4,000 and 3,500 since then. About 3,581, 3,600 around Christmas time. So, that's why I was saying anything, even now, if you're still buying now, I think, like, I think the natural, over time, the natural price of a Bitcoin, I'm not basing this on anything, but I would just say, because you would figure it's got to be worth about $5,000 at least, because first you have to take these things into perspective. This is just my opinion. I don't understand the technical aspect of it, but what I understand is that there's value in name and brand, and Bitcoin has that. So that's why you haven't seen it gone to zero yet, because first of all, and you won't see it go to zero, because when people bought, think about people that bought in last year, 17 or 18 or 19,000 for Bitcoin, at 20,000 at its peak, if you bought there, how rough that is. But let's just say, like, where did you sell? Like that would be my thing. Where did you sell? Because, or did you hold? Because if you held, you might be okay. you know, it'll come back. But I mean, I don't think it'll ever get to 20 ever again. I can't see that ever happening. So that's what I'm saying. I feel bad for people that bought in when it got up that high. Because I think that was way too high for Bitcoin ever to be. Now, and I think the market kind of corrected itself, and I saw that from an outsider's point of view. Like, you know, I don't really look at stocks or anything like that. You know, just know basics of the stock. You know, the stock market. You know that like it's kind of gradually increased over past decade or so, and it's made a little run over past year, whatever, with Trump, and then kind of a little downcline lately. So I get like the mainstream kind of vibe. But yeah, so just watching from an outsider's point of view, you know, and now looking at like the history of Bitcoin, knowing that it's been around for 10 years now, and if we just pull up Bitcoin, its history. Let's go to all time. So you could see now all time what this chart looks like. 13. Imagine buying it. Imagine those people that got in here. 13 bucks. It went up pretty quick, though. I'll tell you that. Within a few months. So, yeah, you look at its natural progression over time, which is interesting here. You could just scroll your mouse along here, you know, and let's see. These are the first couple of years. So you see the first couple of years, it hovered around a couple $100s, a few $100s. And then for whatever reason, seems to start taking lift off here in December of 2016. So that was about 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. It was only 2 years ago. So the first couple of years, see, if we go back to, even if it came down to this 2016 level, it would still be worth $1,000. So I don't think it'll ever be worthless, but it is a possibility that it could come down back to where it hovered around in its beginning of time. But I think it'll stay. We go to 5,000. Where's 5,000 here? So right around here, kind of like right here, this level would be 5,000. So, and then we're a little bit below that right now. So you see, this was what did it peak at? I think it got higher than that though. 17.1. Pretty sure it got, I don't know why I thought it hit 20. So, alright. What should we do? So that's why I still think Bitcoin is buy. Anything under 5,000, I would say buy. You know, for the long-term investment purposes. Over, you know, that money. I think the crypto exchanges and now you see some volatility in the U.S. dollar and just, you know, some lack of trust of governments. So, you know, I think getting your hands on some gold is a good investment always, because gold is always going to be worth money. See, gold has that physical value that Bitcoin doesn't. So that's the only problem with Bitcoin. But look, we are in the digital age, so it's easier to, Bitcoin is easier to obtain and trade and do everything with. So, you know, that's the difference. Let's go to Litecoin over time. Just want to look at that chart real quick. I don't really get involved with the little ones yet because I still need to, and I think that Bitcoin and these 4 or 5 other guys here, they kind of, these guys, these altcoins like Litecoin and stuff, they fluctuate more. So let's see. See, almost the same curve as Bitcoin, you see, pretty much. You know, so almost the same exact thing. So that's the thing. If you get your money, so your money should probably be in Bitcoin for the long term, because the other ones are just gonna pretty much follow suit. And I think, you know, I don't really, unless you're like day trading. So let's just see here. So Litecoin peaked, whatever it was, 330, somewhere around there. So 330 for Litecoin, and it's at $38 right now. So I think what you'll have though, when it's all said and done, I think Litecoin has more room to gain than, you know. So I don't think I don't think that's that high. So all-time high 327. You know, I could easily see Litecoin getting up to that in its, you know, long-term, you know, 5-year run or whatever. Again, whereas Bitcoin to get back to 20, I just don't. I can't even see it happening for a really long time, if ever. So that's the difference. So that's why I think, like, if you're looking at this like over like a 5 or 10 year thing, which maybe like a 5-year thing, which I'm trying to like get my money in over the next couple of years and play with the market a little bit and make some money on here, and then get it out kind of when it peaks, maybe in like a few years or whatever. Kind of do something like that. So if you're looking at something like that, I could see definitely Litecoin here growing. Because let's go to Ether for a sec. And let's just go to all time. So this one actually is a different curve than the other two. It actually took off a couple times earlier. That's what I'm saying. Ether is a pretty volatile stock, so that's why I like trading with it. We'll go to the, because like I said, I wanted to buy today at, let's see what it, Bitcoin's right at 4,000 right now. Let's go to Ether for a sec. So I still think it's gonna, this is the daily chart here. Let's go to the 5-minute. Yeah, see, there's a little, it's coming down again. Let's go to 1 minute here. Oh yeah, see, we get, so let's do this. Let's sell this little bit of Bitcoin that I have in here right now. Just so I keep the $100 or whatever in the other account for now, and I'll just deposit more later. So let me just see, what is this? So this won't be much, but it's probably like $10 or so. 434760. Oops. And sell. Still at 4,000, huh? So let's just sell that 4,000. How much is it? How much was it? I don't know. I didn't look. I think it's like 17 bucks or something. Because then I actually want to buy... I think I want to buy Ether today because I think it'll be... I'm just trying to day trade with Ether, so, you know, that's why I said, like, you know, it'll go... I can't see it going. Let's go back to the Ether. Like, I'm like 3 days into this, so that's why I'm not like, if you're like, oh, you're not using that much money, well, it's like $40 or whatever that I'm trading with. Well, yeah, because I don't, you know, I'm not trying to go broke if I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So let's just see here. This is the 1 minute. It's coming down again. And you see here, this is interesting because you'll get a sense of if there's more cells, but a lot of them are small. So you see the size. So there's one big one here of 20, 19. The other ones, so you see some big sales. That'll drive the price down. Now you see it coming back up a little green. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to buy around here because if we go to the 15-minute, how much more could it come down? It can come down to, you know, let's go to the 1 hour, 147 2 days ago. And then let's see. Yeah, so I think Ether is pretty comfortable staying, like, for right now. Let's, did we get the Bitcoin sale in at 4,000 or what? What's going on in Bitcoin? I think we did, right? What the fuck? Why is it still open? Didn't the price hit 4,000? It's at 4,000. Oh, 3999.965. Come on, guys. I guess no one's gonna push it over 4,000. Come on. Let's get a big buy in here, no? No one's gonna buy Bitcoin at 4,000 right now. It's like the threshold. It'll be the beginning of the year threshold, probably the January, right? You hit that. So let's see, it went from you made that run in December after its all-time low. I mean, all-time low compared to the peak, 20 whatever. So I think by the end of the year, let's just say Bitcoin over the year this year, right? It was at 20 last year. If you're just looking at the chart now, right? It's gonna stay steady here, may go down a little bit, and then come back up. It's gotta, like I said, it's gotta move towards 5 towards the end of the year, at least. So no one's pushing it over 4,000. We have 3999.97. Everybody's got sells in there for 4,000, probably, like me. Come on, I want this money real quick, whatever it is. Use it to play around with. So Bitcoin's a little different over the past couple weeks versus Ether and Litecoin. Litecoin has made the biggest gains. So that was my one oopsie. But it wasn't that much. It was like $10 worth or whatever. It's like what, 0.38 of a Litecoin. You do the math. It's not that much. Even if we did it today, 0.38 of a Litecoin at 38.87. It's 14 bucks. So, because just see here, you see Litecoin's chart. Like I said, Litecoin looks like it's going to come down over the next few days. More than the others. Because it surpassed its value from November. And already. So, but if we go to the, let's go to the Litecoin chart here. Just see this one again, because it peaked at, yeah, see, I think you can make some real money in Litecoin. It's like if you were just like a big investor right now, like out of all the altcoins, and you just wanted to gamble with one of them, I would say, like, right, because the name, it's a good name, it's a really good name. The logo is like Bitcoin. And I think those two things, and whatever other reasons it's a good coin or whatever, have made it the third most popular coin, I guess. Okay. I'm doing everything based off charts and my feel. So, let me just see. And you kind of gotta watch. What I'll do is, I'm not gonna spend all day here, but like I said, that's why I look at the charts. So I look at the charts for a while, and that's what I'm doing now. And then, like, I'll make my, what I think is the good trade for the day. I'll put in, like, so we'll get, you know, we'll get a sale of Bitcoin, because I don't think, like, whatever, Bitcoin, but I needed that money. I would, otherwise, like I said, I'm holding Bitcoin for the long term, and I'm just going to deposit my funds into Bitcoin, and then probably I'll put a good amount into Ether and Litecoin as well, because I think those are the other two that will grow along with Bitcoin, you know. And then who knows, there's like millions of other ones, but 800 or however many there are now. So those, though, will obviously be more volatile, and so we're on Litecoin here. So Litecoin, since we sold our stake in Litecoin at 34.45, we sold it right here. So when it hit this peak here, I was like, I'll get out of here, because this is when, like, this is like my first day, and I was watching it that day, and like immediately after I sold it, it shot right back up, and I was like, oh. It went up to 39, so again pretty heavily right after I sold it. So that was my one oopsie. I guess I didn't look at the chart long enough there to see that might have been possible. But now, like I said, you see this, you should see a downward trend here now. Let's go to the 15-minute. It's down over the last 15 minutes. So we could get a buy in. So if we go back to, let's go to 1 hour. I think if you get, oh yeah, not Litecoin. Why am I looking at Litecoin? Because I want to buy today. So, did the Bitcoin go over 3,000 yet? 4,000? Come on. Seriously? How has Bitcoin not moved over the last... Let's go to 1 minute. Why is there no data? What is going on with Bitcoin right now? Why is there no... This is just a flat line? So no one's buying or selling? Is that... I mean, is that what's going on here? Because that's pretty interesting to see happening live. So that's 5 minutes. Let's go to 15 minutes. Wow. It's just dead stuck at 4,000. No one's moving in or out at 4,000. We can get a little push here. Come on, guys. Everybody like me is trying to get sell at 4 real quick. So we'll stay live until Bitcoin hits 4,000 again. Yeah, you see the this is a 1 hour chart here. I do see Bitcoin though making another dip before it comes back up. But a small one. Little small one here. You know, it'll probably come back down 39 or over the next few days I'm talking about. And then by the end of the month should be at like 41 or 42. That would be my thinking. Let me see. But once it gets to 4,000, you see a couple times here. That 4,000 seems to be a good number right now. That's the beginning of the year, good number for Bitcoin. So, hit 40.96 here. And then it shot back down. $36. So let's go back to 1 minute on Bitcoin. There's nothing. Nobody's been trading Bitcoin for the last half hour. That's what it looks like to me. That's pretty crazy. Now this is what I want to know. What this is supposedly the volume. Like what I don't get is volume. How is there this much volume 1 minute and this much the next? Like that bar makes no sense to me. But it's interesting to just see Bitcoin's price just sit at 3999.97 right now. All it would take is a few small buys, like probably if I change mine. I mean, no, I'm selling. But it's few, right? Nobody wants to get in at 4,000 though. We need a long-term investment. Yeah, because it's not a good number to buy in for sure. Unless you see the, I would assume they don't see a little run coming. Otherwise, you would have saw it by now. Here's my sale order. So it's included in this bundle, I guess. I don't know why. Oh, because that's at 4,000. I don't know. Because the other ones are still moving around over the past minute. So clearly these are moving and Bitcoin's not right now. So let's just end the cast here with, I'm gonna go out and do some things. So I'm going to put in what I want to get, the price I want to get in. See, the only problem is I can't put in the buy order until that damn thing. Let's just go back to Bitcoin and you'll get whatever. It's not gonna make a difference. I wanted to get it at 4,000. It's not gonna happen. Let's just put it in at the exact amount it is right now. So let's just put this way. I could just put in my buy order and then go about and doing my things for Ether. Buy Ether today. Oh, what am I doing here? Why is it on USDC? What the hell is that? There's just nothing going on at all. What's going on with Bitcoin right now? Does anybody out there know? First of all, let me I don't even know if anybody's watching, but because it's not moving. Slash trade price. There's no movement here. I am live. If we go to Ether, for example, over the past minute, you can see it's steady, but it still has some trading. There's some movement going on. It's like really slow right now. Look at this sale right here, 168. Wow. You do the math on that. They're getting out at 150. 420. There's some pretty big sales coming in here. Pretty big buy here at 664. Wow. How much is that? That's like what, 10,000 or something? 10,000 buy order there. And then followed up by the 230 would be 230 times 150. It's like what? 4,000? Like 3,500. So there's some money in buying. That's what I'm saying. There's big money right now in getting in. This is why I think. See, you can see there's a lot of movement on Ether. A lot of trading on Ether. So did that Bitcoin, so is Bitcoin like down or something? Oh, now it's moving. But it came down. Barely. 39 point. Let's do this and put it in. So, come on. Why is it not going through? It's such a small amount that should easily fill. It's fucking $17 worth of fucking Bitcoin. Come on, give me a fucking break. If that doesn't go through, it's dropping again. Now it's fucking dropping again. Come on, man. Fuck it. Why didn't it fill that order? And look at the small amounts. So, any reason why it's not filling this order at market price? There's no buys at all right now. Nothing. Not even $17 worth. No one's even willing to buy $17 of Bitcoin right now. Kind of find that hard to believe. So I've never seen this happen before. So last time it did that, it was at 4,000 when it just steadied off like that. Did one here. It's gonna be hard to move Bitcoin off that 4,000 number for a while, huh? I mean, it would be hard to believe that. All right, my fill was filled finally. Jesus. Alright, so now we got that money. We got $17 to use to buy towards Ether. Let's go back to that chart. 5 minute. And 1 minute. That's also flatlined. Let's go to 15. One more dip before it peaks, before it makes a little climb again and gets back to 151. You know, so to either, yeah, it's not gonna go down that much more. So we want to get a buy-in at, let's just go 1 hour here. Do you think it'll go back down to where it was 2 days ago at 148? I don't think so. I think so. If we get a buy, this is because I want it like over the next few hours, fill this buy, but I want to get it at a good price, but I don't want to have to sit here. So this is why you could do this. So if we do, let's just say, what is 0.2 of how much? Let's just say 149. Yeah, let's do 149 even. But I don't have that much, so no. .11. Rejected. How is it rejected? Is there any reason why it was rejected or no? Buy. Insufficient funds. Didn't I have it just transferred from the Bitcoin that I sold? 1739 US dollar coin. What the fuck? Why do I have US dollar coin right now? What? What the fuck is this? 23 cents? How did that happen? Yo, what just happened? What the fuck? So why do I have you? Can anybody explain this to me? This is the new thing I have to figure out now. Fucking now I have 17.3 US dollar coins. What do you mean insufficient funds? What the hell does that even mean? I'm just trying to transfer this fucking... What the fuck? Now we gotta ask Google. Come on. How do I transfer USD coin to US dollar on Coinbase Pro?
Here is information from Coinbase Pro.
No, it's not what I was looking for. No. Alright. I just did a fucking USD coin sale. I don't know what the fuck I did. Why was it DC? What's happened? Can someone explain to me the difference between... Alright, I'll have to look that up. What is the difference between USD and USDC?
Check out these results.
I don't get it. I'm irritated though because I think I sold the wrong one. That's why. That's why there was no movement. So now what? So I sold... I don't get it though. If it's the same thing as a US dollar, why can't I use it to buy the Ether then? It just doesn't make any freaking sense. Alright, so now what do I do with this? I don't know what do I do with this money? And why? So if I go to my wallets. Oh, maybe because it's a cost $1 to convert it. So, can we get 1639? Oh, that's why. Well, now you know. That was very bad. That was an oopsie. I just paid $1 fee on how much of a sale? $17 sale. Well, now that's why no one trades with those. I mean, why would you? makes no fucking sense. Yeah, what am I gonna do with that now? Okay. So anyways, that's stupid. Alright, well, now we can get our buy order in of Ether, and we can go about my day, because the dogs are looking at me, and I need to go get some things, so let's do this. So let's get out of, oh, you won't make that mistake again. US dollar. Let's get in our buy at $149. I think it was like $16 or whatever. 0.11. So you can see my buy price, my buy so far, and these are the only trades I've really made. Like I said, I've kind of, but I bought in at 151 a few times. This didn't go through. Well, if it goes up to 160, we'll leave that in, because I think it'll come back down after it's 160. So this would be a good buy price if we can get in at 149 today. It's not much, but I'm thinking it's the best one to buy today. Alright, anyways, I'm out. See you guys later.